In the intricate tapestry of reality television romances that often bloom under the glare of spotlights and scripted confessions, few stories have captivated audiences quite like the whirlwind courtship of Gerry Turner and Theresa Nist. Their journey, which unfolded on the small screen amid the orchestrated drama of a popular dating show, promised the kind of fairy tale ending that viewers crave, a second chance at love for two individuals who had weathered the storms of loss and loneliness. Gerry, a retired restaurateur with a warm smile and a penchant for heartfelt toasts, and Theresa, a vibrant financial services professional whose laughter could light up even the dimmest studio set, seemed like the perfect match. Their engagement, sealed with a proposal that echoed through living rooms across the nation, was met with cheers and tears, a testament to the enduring appeal of hope reborn. But as with many tales spun from the threads of public adoration, the fabric began to fray almost as soon as the cameras stopped rolling. What followed was a marriage that lasted mere months, a divorce filing that shocked fans, and now revelations that peel back the layers of what was once portrayed as unbridled joy. At the heart of this unfolding narrative lies a chilling allegation from Theresa herself, that Gerry, the man she once vowed to spend her golden years with, had made a joke so dark and unsettling that it lingered like a shadow over their brief union. According to her account, he quipped about chopping her up and hiding her body, a remark that, in the cold light of hindsight, speaks volumes about the undercurrents of unease that may have simmered beneath their televised bliss. To understand the gravity of this claim, one must first delve into the origins of their story. Gerry Turner entered the dating arena as a widower, his heart scarred by the loss of his first wife after decades of companionship. The show positioned him as the everyman hero, a figure of quiet strength navigating the complexities of finding love later in life. Theresa, equally resilient, brought her own history of heartbreak to the table, having navigated the dissolution of a long-term marriage and the challenges of rebuilding in her later years. Their connection sparked during the show's rose ceremonies and intimate dates, moments carefully edited to highlight chemistry and compatibility. Viewers watched as they shared vulnerable conversations about dreams deferred, the pain of empty nests, and the tentative excitement of new beginnings. The proposal, set against a backdrop of sunset hues and swelling orchestral music, felt like the culmination of a narrative arc meticulously crafted for emotional payoff. Yet even then, subtle fissures were visible to those paying close attention. Whispers of mismatched expectations and logistical hurdles, such as where they would live post-marriage, hinted at realities that the show's glossy veneer couldn't fully obscure. The wedding itself was a spectacle, broadcast live to an audience hungry for happily ever afters. Dressed in elegant attire that bespoke tradition and renewal, Gerry and Theresa exchanged vows that rang with sincerity, promising fidelity, support, and unwavering partnership. The event was peppered with celebrity guests, heartfelt speeches, and toasts that painted a picture of enduring love. For a fleeting moment, it seemed as though they had defied the odds stacked against reality TV couples, whose success rates often hover in the dismal single digits. But the honeymoon phase evaporated swiftly. Within weeks, reports surfaced of strain, arguments over trivialities that escalated into profound rifts, questions about financial transparency, and the weight of external pressures from fans who had invested emotionally in their union. The divorce announcement came like a thunderclap, just months after the I do's, citing irreconcilable differences and a mutual decision to part ways amicably. Gerry cited the challenges of blending families and geographies as primary culprits, while Theresa spoke of soul-searching that led her to prioritize personal peace. The public, still reeling from the fairy tale's abrupt end, speculated wildly, had it all been for show? Was the love genuine, or merely a byproduct of edited footage and producer prompts? It is against this backdrop that Theresa's allegation emerges, adding a layer of macabre intrigue to an already convoluted saga. In a candid disclosure that has sent ripples through entertainment circles, she recounted the moment Gerry uttered the fateful words. The context, as she described it, was ostensibly lighthearted. A couple bantering in the privacy of their home, perhaps over a shared meal or during one of those quiet evenings meant for reconnection. But what began as jest veered into territory that left her unsettled. "He joked about chopping me up and hiding my body," she revealed, her voice carrying the weight of retrospect. The remark, delivered with what she initially perceived as playful exaggeration, now strikes her as a red flag, a glimpse into a mindset that belies the affable persona he projected on screen. For Theresa, this wasn't mere hyperbole, it was a window into potential incompatibilities that extended far beyond surface-level disagreements. She has framed it not as an act of malice but as a symptom of deeper misalignments, perhaps a humor style rooted in his life experiences that clashed irreparably with her own boundaries. This revelation invites a broader examination of the psychological toll exacted by reality television. Participants like Gerry and Theresa sign on for exposure, trading privacy for a shot at connection, but the aftermath often exacts a steeper price. The constant scrutiny warps interactions. What might be innocuous in private becomes fodder for analysis. Jokes, once dismissed with a laugh, are dissected under the microscope of public opinion. Theresa's account underscores how such environments can amplify insecurities, turning fleeting comments into enduring wounds. She has spoken elsewhere of the isolation that followed the show, the difficulty of transitioning from pedestal to everyday life, where the absence of cameras doesn't equate to the absence of judgment. Gerry, for his part, has remained largely silent on the specifics, offering general reflections on growth and lessons learned. Yet, his past interviews hint at a man grappling with the unintended consequences of fame, a retiree thrust into a whirlwind he neither anticipated nor fully prepared for. As this story continues to unfold, it serves as a cautionary tale for those enchanted by the allure of televised romance. The allegation of the morbid joke isn't isolated. It's emblematic of the chasms that can yawn between on-screen harmony and off-screen discord. Theresa's willingness to voice it speaks to her resilience, a determination to reclaim her narrative on her terms. She has emphasized that her intent is not vengeance but catharsis, a way to process the whirlwind and emerge stronger. For fans, it's a sobering reminder that behind every confessional booth and rose petal lies a human story fraught with complexity. Gerry and Theresa's brief marriage, once a beacon of possibility, now illuminates the shadows that lurk in even the most promising unions. In sharing this dark jest, Theresa doesn't just accuse, she humanizes the fallout, inviting empathy for the vulnerabilities exposed when love is performed for an audience of millions.